Now, throughout your career, there's going to come a time when you're going to have to deal with complainers. And I'm talking about those people who seem like they've been put on earth just to complain about everything. So, how difficult is it when you're the employee dealing with a difficult customer and you know you don't want to disappoint them because, like they say, customers are always right, and we don't want to cause problems because the moment the customer leaves your hotel or restaurant disappointed, they can go online, they can put a bad review about your hotel, they can talk to their peers, they can spread a lot of negative word of mouth. And word of mouth is still one of the strongest direct impact to this day. That person can tell their friends, and then their friends will tell their friends, and then there would be this certain amount of snowball effect that would happen. And negative word of mouth can spread like fire. My name is Yahya. I'm a passionate hotel enthusiast who makes educational videos, and I like to take my audience beyond the lobby. Today, we're going to look at how to handle guest complaints. In my last video, I talked about the different types of complaints. In this video, regardless of which type of complaint it is, you must follow these steps to ensure that the guest can leave happy. You need to know how to deal with guests that complain. I mean, look, guys, I come from the rooms background in hotels, and in the rooms department, there's the front office, and that's where I spent most of my time. It's funny, sometimes in the hotel, regardless of where the guest is, they could be outside at the pool, they could be at the spa, wherever. And if something happens, they'll be like, I'm going to go and complain. And they go to the front desk and they yell at the front desk receptionist as if it was us that did the problem. They should sometimes change the name front desk to complaints desk, because for some reason, that's the place where people like to go and complain about all their problems, whether it's related to your department or not. So I've come across many complaints throughout my career, and through practice and through these specific techniques that I've learned, I found a way to overcome that and how to control the situation. That's what I'm going to share with you today. So to start off, basically there are 5 simple steps. Okay, they might not be simple, but they are steps that you need to follow when it comes to a complainer. First and foremost, when a guest comes to you and starts to, rant and go through their problems and they're having their issues, the first thing that you need to do is listen. Listen carefully to what the guest is saying. Take the time to let the guest let it all out. Just take a moment and listen. Do not talk back. They want to express themselves. And by doing that, the next step is so important. It's called acknowledgement. So if step 1 is listening, and you need to be an active listener, not a passive listener. You need to really pay attention. By actively listening, number 2 comes acknowledgement. So what does acknowledgement mean? It means giving the indication that the person that's delivering information to you and you as the receiver, you can understand and acknowledge it. And by doing simple things like nodding your head is a sign of agreement. It's a sign of understanding. And these are all ways of showing acknowledgement. This is so important because it makes the person feel like you are with them. Say something like, I see, I understand, right. Simple things like that shows signs of acknowledgement. Number 3, when it comes to a complainer, it's so important to be able to rephrase. Now, what I mean by that is once the guest is done complaining and they're done expressing and they've let it all out and you've acknowledged, then you're going to have to rephrase back exactly what the person said in your own words. So you're telling me that you're disappointed because you saw hair on your plate, or you're upset because the spa service was poor. I understand your frustration. It's because the check-in process was taking too long. I understand, miss. I understand, sir. What am I doing here? I'm giving a confirmation to the guest that what you're complaining about, I heard you. What you're complaining about, I acknowledged. And what you're complaining about, I'm going to repeat it back to you to confirm that I understood what you are talking about. Because honestly, there's nothing better than making sure 2 people understand what they're talking about. So by doing that, it gives a sign of relief to this person. And now, the 4th part, the hardest part. We call that the solution. This part right here is where, by that time, after listening, acknowledging, and rephrasing, at this stage, you have to provide some kind of recovery, some kind of solution. I like to call it service recovery. The way that you do that is to tell them, here's what I'm going to do for you. Here's what I'm going to do for you. So if the guest is complaining about whatever, let's say the check-in process is taking too long, they let it all out, you listen, you acknowledge, you rephrase. Sometimes I like to take the guest away from the scene and I like to sit them down and I say, here's what I'm going to do for you. And I tell them, I'm going to go back to the system. I'm going to check right now and see if there are any other rooms that I can work on. I will contact housekeeping. Here's a complimentary drink for the time being, but I need to show them that I'm doing something to let the guests feel like I'm with you and I'm going to provide some kind of special attention. I'll tell you one thing though. Sometimes you don't have the empowerment to handle the fourth part, which is the solution. So you have to check with your supervisor or your manager to see if you're allowed to give something complimentary or discounts to the guest. But you must do something to make sure that this guest does not walk out disappointed. That's the worst thing that you can do. Usually it ends there after step 4, but in hotels that want to go above and beyond, they don't just stop there, they do a follow-up. It could be giving the guest a call the next day to check and see how they're doing or if they need anything. It could be sending a message or an email to express appreciation. Look, some kind of personalization is important, and luxury service hotels is something that they do because it's these small things and it's moments like these that the guests will remember the most. So that's pretty much it. Nice and short, quick and easy. These steps will help you handle any complainer that comes your way. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to assist. Thank you for watching.